It was a hard sell. Even getting theaters to screen it was a challenge. Fox Studios had to force theaters that wanted the highly anticipated movie The Other Side of Midnight to screen Star Wars as well. Then things went a little differently than expected. The movie had an 18-month run in theaters, ultimately grossing over $460 million. It became one of the highest-grossing films in history. During the 1977 holiday season, the Star Wars craze caught everyone by surprise, so much that toy companies had to sell action figure IOUs.
So for about $9, you buy a cardboard envelope. The recipient mails a certificate to the manufacturer, who will send the dolls later.
As production on the second film progressed through 1978, director George Lucas wanted to keep Star Wars on everybody's minds through the next holiday season. So he approved CBS to produce the holiday special with a dream team of variety show creators and a budget of about $1 million. But making a song and dance version of a visually stunning space opera was a tricky combination from the start.
It's inexplicable to put those two genres together.
That's Lenny Rips. He was brought in as a co-writer to work on the Wookiee scenes.
I suspect that there are a lot of Star Wars fans who hate me. But you see, at the time, I didn't feel the pressure because it was not where it is now.
And that led to lines like this.
Well, am I glad to see you folks. Oh, my favorite Wookiees today. Why all the long, hairy faces?
There simply wasn't a precedent for what the expanded world of Star Wars should look like.
I think it was early on enough that you could play with it. And you can't play with it now. You were still able to have fun with Star Wars, to look at it as something that's not so culturally important, that not to adhere to every rule makes you a heretic.
After the special aired, with Lucas's name nowhere to be seen in the credits, it was never released again. Lucas allegedly said that he'd smash every copy with a sledgehammer if he could.
He has disavowed and disowned Star Wars Holiday Special. I mean, actively. It was very, very important to him to have control of the universe. And he lost control of the universe here.
This bizarre TV special was a rocky first foray into what the world of Star Wars looked like outside of the movies, but it certainly wasn't the last. There have since been hundreds of Star Wars books, video games, comic books, and TV episodes. Some of them were critical and commercial successes, like Timothy Zahn's Thrawn novels or the Shadows of the Empire multimedia project, and their vision fell in line with the universe Lucas had created. Others, like comics with Jackson, a green anthropomorphized rabbit, or straight-to-TV movies featuring Sharal, a shape-shifting witch, didn't exactly feel like they belonged in Star Wars.